Welcome.
Is that where you like it?
The Magnificent. The Magnificent makes you sound like you're like a fucking circus performer.
Dude, yeah. Oh, I need a lion. Bosco. We need to dress him up like a lion, you know?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty funny, honestly. Dude. What was I going to tell you?
How'd you like hot yoga today?
Hot yoga? I won't lie. Like, the first time... Today was the first time that I for sure felt like, damn, this is so hard. Like, I just had to, at the end, I had to like quit a little bit. Because I was like...
About to pass out?
Yeah, I was just trying to keep myself together in that hot room.
Yeah, I almost passed out too at one moment. And it's funny that we both thought that she was reading both of our, I thought she was opening the door because she saw that I was struggling. You thought the same thing.
Yeah, and then at the beginning of it, actually, she came and like told me to like hold my leg differently and stuff. Me and the guy right next to me.
Oh yeah, that guy had horrible form. Did you see him? Not to talk shit, but
I was not looking at him. I was just trying.
She went and helped him, and then I think she made a sad remark to you because it would be kind of nice to not just point him out, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But right. Also, you had something to fix, I'm sure. But yeah, that guy, he was hunched back, like he was really? Not. He was just striving. I forgot what pose it was, but he was all hunched back like crazy. It looked like it was bad for you. Like his spine should not be like, crumpled up like that. She went to go fix him.
Damn. Yeah, I wasn't looking at him, but what she told me was, when we were doing the back leg ones, pretty much to like wrap my hand around my foot. So like grab the
back
opposite.
Leg ones, which I'm not sure.
When you pull, it's like a chicken wing stance.
So you're standing?
You're standing on one leg.
Explain the transition. Explain the transition. So you're standing up on both feet.
Yeah, and then you
put your weight under your right leg or something?
Left leg was the one I was doing.
Okay, you put your weight onto it, so you're on one leg?
Yeah, put your weight on your left leg, and then you pull... You kick your right leg back, and then you grab it.
Yeah, you grab it. You
grab your foot, and then you pull it.
You grab your foot behind you. You lift your opposite leg, so you're standing on one leg. Grab that foot behind you, and then as you kick, it's like your right. It's with your right arm, right leg, right?
Right arm, right leg.
And then you end up putting your arm up like this.
Yep, and then you lean forward.
The more you kick, the easier it is.
Yeah, but the first thing was what she helped me with was basically, I was grabbing it like just directly, like right hand on the right side of my foot. But she told me you bounce easier if you grab the left side of your foot, like the inside. Oh
yeah, that's what I did. That's how she explained it. She's like,
I didn't see
and
that.
Grab the inside of your foot.
Oh, that's how she explains it. I don't listen. I just look at people and I'm like, oh, it looks good.
Yeah,
like
I understand that, dude. Today was, like I was saying, a very good yoga day for me. And I feel like I was actually able to just like kind of not have to look around too much. Like I could listen to what she called out and kind of just keep going.
Yeah. How many times have you been to hot yoga now?
This is probably like I would say less than 10. I'd say less than 10.
Less than 10? Dang.
Probably like 8.
You go more than Ravina now, huh?
7. I don't know. We're probably pretty similar.
That's true.
I'm sure Ravina is the one who got me into hot yoga.
Yeah. I feel like you guys started at the same time. And then, you guys started doing it together.
I think she started doing it with Jessica first.
Oh, really? So she already had some time on you.
Yeah. That fucking hot yoga sucks.
Dude, it's so hot. It's miserable. I wanted to take my shirt off like halfway through, dude.
Yeah, next time I'm going shirtless. I just want people to have to see this blubber.
Dude, that's how I feel too.
Suck it in. I don't like to see the jiggle.
Yeah, dude, that's how I felt too. I was like, because I didn't start with my shirt off, so I just kind of felt like if I take my shirt off now, they're gonna be like, "Oh, look who's over there!" Like, freaking.
Like, he succumbed to our ways.
Yeah, because I saw a few other people that were actually shirtless too. So
dude, the early days when I first started going to hot yoga, I would wear fucking jujitsu gear in there. I would have a fucking long rash guard.
No.
Long sleeve rash guard underneath my t-shirt.
Dude, why?
And they were like, well, we normally come in here barely wearing anything. You know, not exactly. That's not exactly what they said.
We go to a good establishment.
But they were like, yeah, I saw you over there with like a long sleeve. I'm like, holy cow. I'm like, yeah, just trying to suffer as much as possible.
Dude, what did it feel like?
But no, I'm not that way anymore. Now I'm about to go shirtless.
Yeah, like how did you change? Why were you so much better at it before? Or better at making your body hurt?
I was just unprepared, but I could still force myself to go through bullshit. Like, I fucked myself, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, no, that's crazy. I feel like I want to be stripping more as well.
Yeah, you're like, I'm about to take off these shorts.
Yeah, just freaking. No one look. Like, have a loincloth with the towel they give you. Just make one real quick.
Dude, I could totally see some like European dude doing that shit in like a Speedo.
Dude,
doing yoga in a Speedo.
That's pretty much freaking. What's it? The popular yogi guy.
Oh, you're right. Who would just go to Bikram?
Yeah, Bikram, yeah.
Dude, yeah. He literally is like in a Speedo pretty much. Yeah, doing hot yoga. Sitting on his throne up there.
Yeah, he has this nice big old throne in the middle.
Did you watch the documentary yet?
I didn't. What is it? Just Bikram?
I'm not sure, but it's on Netflix. And it's pretty good. It's funny. I love watching cult documentaries.
Dude, it's weird when like you can see people. It's weird because you can kind of see how he manipulates them. And then also at the same time, like people getting manipulated. So I feel like when I watch stuff like that, I'm like, well, dude, how are you? It
makes you more aware.
No, oh yeah,
of
that
how dumb
too.
we are.
Yeah, like because I feel like if I was in that situation, I would be like, oh, like this is bullshit. Easy. Like it's not good. But yeah, I'm pretty stupid at the same time. So I honestly would probably just blindly
We're the same way. It's just I feel like you have to battle being aware. The more self-awareness you get, the better you can guide your life decisions, I guess.
Yeah, the more you know. The more you know.
Yeah, you don't know what you don't know. Yeah, because it
true.
Seems like, how could you fall for that shit? I guess the key item, guys, for me is like once it starts getting sexual, like, hey, I need you. You want to be my ultimate yogi? You're gonna have to massage my penis.
Yeah, that's like
it's crossing the line.
Like, wait a minute,
this might be a cult.
You're right. I feel like before cults die, that's like one of the last steps. They just all start fucking each other or something, you know? Like it gets really sexual, and then. Yeah, well, I guess cults are probably like made for that, honestly. Like you're just like
we need to spread our seed. You can try to tie it up into a good message. Everyone get many wives, because then you can spread your seed and we can get a stronger foundation for our cult.
We can make the world a better place.
Yeah.
One baby at a time. We just gotta populate for a while first.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone has any other images running through their mind during that explanation.
Yeah, they could be get pretty crazy, dude. But I was thinking about the other day that golf. I went golfing with my friends yesterday. Actually, it was yesterday. And I wanted to talk to you about this because you said you went golfing as well. And with Aaliyah, like actual golfing. Did you guys go on?
We don't know what the hell we're doing, dude. We just like hit the ball, drive around.
That's what I just went and did, dude. And it's honestly kind of hard. It's a little hard. I was using like a 6-iron, I think, is what I was using. It was not like the big old ones.
Oh no, like, you sound like a guy who's getting sucked in.
No,
You're like, honestly, it's pretty. It's like you take skill. It takes skill. I gotta
give you some credit. You know, I sucked at first for sure, but I feel like golfing is just the perfect excuse to day drink.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, dude. It's just a good excuse to hang out with people.
But it seems like golf people always want to do it. They're like, oh no, let's just go do it today. You know, maybe tomorrow, the weekends.
And my friends golf a lot.
Yeah, it's like pretty much going to a bar, but the activity is golfing. You can go like get some drinks, play darts or pool at the bar, you know. Yeah. But it feels classier. You're like, let's go to the golf course and freaking hit some balls.
Yeah,
it feels like it's like
on golf days. I wonder if people go to the gym on their golf days. Usually, the hardcore ones do.
Yeah, like professional Tiger Woods type people.
But our friends.
Oh, our friends?
Yeah. If they're, hey, let's go golfing and hit the gym afterwards. Or I go and hit the gym, then we'll go golfing.
Maybe, because I feel like
my workouts are a big part of, like, a big, like, event of the day for me.
Like, normally you just look forward to it.
Well, it's like, it's just like if I'm, like, it's like every day I don't go, like, do things. Obviously, no one goes golfing every day, but
yeah,
I feel like after I'm done working, if I'm going to do something, the gym is like a big chunk of that time.
Like it's pretty consistent.
And then I pretty much have only time to rest after that, right? Like, don't you feel that way? Like you don't have enough time?
Yeah, because like once you get back from the gym, you know, you still probably haven't eaten yet.
Yeah, then you got to make dinner.
Yeah.
Then you got to try to get some good sleep and get ready for bed at a proper time.
Yeah, so it's a big chunk.
The work early again tomorrow.
Especially, I don't understand people that go to the gym for like 3 hours. Like, yeah, I'll be here for like another 2.5 hours. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's literally your whole day.
But maybe they just would rather be there, hanging, socializing a little bit, and lifting and doing whatever, and instead of like watching Netflix at home or something.
That's true.
Because sometimes I want to play a video game too.
Yeah.
I want to like go home and jump on Apex or something.
Yeah, and so honestly, yeah, I'll be like in the gym just thinking about
it's like 1 hour.
What am I gonna do when I get home? You know, like fastest way. What should I get for food?
That's what running is so great for. Because running for an hour, that's a fucking workout.
That's hard. Running is difficult. I am not the best runner still. I've been trying to get back into it, but
how far did you end up going when you went to the bridge?
It was about 3 miles. I think it's a little less.
2 point what do you think was the number? 8 above 2?
Probably 2.8 because I think it was like point something, like less than a mile each way.
So a lot further than it looks.
Yeah, definitely. It like standing at the edge of the tower and looking to the bridge. It felt so far. I was like, this is gonna suck. But
it doesn't. The visual doesn't throw me off. The visual looks like it's just right there. No, but the squiggly line of the fucking canyon trail, how it's like moving in and out, it makes it so much longer than it looks.
Because right when you start, you have to like go around the waterfall.
Yeah, you got to go run inwards around the waterfall, and then the canyon it's not like a straight line to the bridge. It's and it almost kind of curves inwards, like reverse C.
I guess it's kind of like the Snake River, honestly.
Yeah, and it looks like snakes. So I feel like it's kind of closer because of that. Instead of like this being long all the way over there, it's like this. So then it looks like a little bit closer.
You're right. It is. It would be further than it looks.
So I'm like, I turned around when I was at that bridge, and I turned around and I saw the electric tower or whatever, and I was like, that's not bad. Let's go. And then I was like halfway there, and I'm like, oh, these hills are killing me.
Yeah, honestly, hills. It was pretty crappy both ways. Like looking at it was like, wow, that's far. And then as I was running, I felt like I was still not going very fast.
Where'd I put the toilet paper? So you can blow my nose. Is it by you?
I'm not seeing any toilet paper right here. We have the bag.
Let me look for it for a sec. Dude.
All right,
and meanwhile, you monologue. You're going to monologue the story of with you and Keisha were riding bikes down the hill on 12th.
When I had the accident.
The accident. This story brought to you by Isaiah Wesley Turner.
Sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends presents The Accident.
All right. So it was a warm summer day. Okay. All right. All right. So basically, hey, should I look into the camera for this? I'm talking directly to you, audience. Because like, what am I supposed to be looking at? Do it. Come on, bro. I'm like looking at the microphone, like, what should I talk to? Yeah, all right, directly at the camera. All right.
Address the audience.
All right, guys. Let me move this a bit.
Right, the mic just.
All right.
I don't have boogers. Just feels like it.
I feel like now you're here. I want to look at you.
Okay, now just tell me. I'm back. I thought you'd be done by now.
Sorry.
Took you a while to get started there.
I'm trying to decide how I want the story to go. Like Foggy Days.
But now I don't care.
Damn. All right.
No, I'm actually. What? You remember how old you were when this happened? I wasn't there, but this story cracks me up.
I do not remember how old I was. I think for sure I was in middle school. I think I was starting middle school, actually. I felt pretty young. Because the middle school I would ride my bike to a lot, I remember. Mm-hmm. But after this accident, I didn't really like bikes anymore.
So we lived on 12th Street in Buell. And it's a pretty good, hill. Coming down from the top over by Maine, you don't even have to pedal. You just coast the whole way down. You go fast.
You can go all the way to Jackson's.
You go fast. Coasting. And the first stop sign was our house. So you never had to stop.
You're right. I never thought about it.
It was that. How many blocks? 5 at least.
5 from the top, yeah.
Was it 100 at the top block? So you go through the whole 1s and then all the 2s and then past the 3s and then the 4s and then we're at the end of 5. So there was a fucking 5 full blocks of just going fast as hell down this hill.
Oh man, now that you say it like that, I really I just remember how fast. Yeah. I felt like I was going
so you were coasting with Keisha down this hill.
So being Keisha, we're literally just we're at this point of my life as a young kid, I'm pedaling as fast as I can to go as fast as I can with my momentum down.
Yeah, you're a little daredevil.
So we're going fast, and I remember Keisha was ahead of me, and it felt almost like a race kind of thing. I was like, I'm gonna catch up to her and beat her. So I start pedaling super fast to get past her, and as I start coasting past her, she was like, sorry. She was like, your chain is undone.
Was it undone?
It was not.
She was just trying to throw you off.
I think it was definitely like a little competition. We're like, let's race home.
Oh
and
my
I was
God.
just going as fast as I can. And she was like, she like points and she's like, your chain is undone, like it's off. And I just remember looking down as I'm going fast, so super fast, as fast as I possibly can down this hill. The wind's freaking whistling past me, and I look down to see if my chain is broken. And I can't even remember if it was or not, because I was going fast, so it wasn't really like that big of a deal, you know. Mm-hmm. And then I just look up, and I drifted off to the right, and I smacked straight into the back of a parked pickup, and the tire went under the tailgate and like bent. This was Dad's brand new Mongoose bike, bro. I bent the part.
Dude, the speed to bend a tire underneath a car running into it.
Yeah, and I was going fast enough that my little body, when I hit, I remember I smacked like my neck area onto the tailgate, and then I just like flew over from the middle of the bed off kind of to like the front doors over this freaking truck, dude. I remember I couldn't breathe. I got the air knocked out of me, and I was just on the floor. And I remember, I don't know if I passed out. I don't think I did. It just really felt like I was trying to get my air back.
Lost all your weight.
Yeah, and it felt...
That's the worst feeling.
It felt so long as I was sitting there like trying to get air, and Keisha comes over screaming, and I'm just like, oh no, like what's going on? Am I gonna die? Like she's screaming over here, and I'm I said, my little brother. Dude, that's what it felt like to me. Honestly, I was like, I was worried she thought I was dying, so I was like, am I actually? Is this bad? Like, am I gonna? Is this the end? Like. And I remember I had tears running down, and I still couldn't even breathe. So I'm like hyperventilating, trying to get myself together. My throat is just hurting because I just freaking collided with this.
Do you know your name? What day is it? Oh my God, he has amnesia.
Dude, honestly, I don't even remember the walk home. I don't remember.
Oh really? You probably did have a concussion.
Dude, I probably got messed up because I just remember the next part of that incident that I remember was Dad trying to bend his bike.
He's just this little fucking kid. I got this bike today.
Dude, yeah, it was like a big, nice blue mongoose. I rode it all the time because I thought it was so cool.
Oh, was it blue?
It was blue.
Yeah. Oh, you just said that, but it was the big one. I remember that bike.
Big,
yeah,
nice
it was
one?
a tall one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was a mongoose. When I think mongoose, I think like little BMX bikes.
Dude, yeah. Are those mongooses as well?
Yeah, we had one. That was like the coolest bike.
You had
mongoose? No, I didn't. I think it was Ryan's.
Wow.
I think Ryan had a mongoose bike.
I never had a cool bike like that. That was like my dream. I'd see the neighbor kids with the pegs on their nice like BMX.
I think
bikes.
somebody ended up stealing it.
Damn.
Either that or we stole it.
Yeah, maybe
something about stealing was involved in there. That story.
Something happened for sure.
Dude, oh yeah. By the way, Keisha is very sorry. She feels bad about telling Isaiah the chain came off. She feels bad about that to this day. I know.
Yeah, it's all right.
She thought she just killed your ass, probably. What did I do?
Right. Dude, I don't know why I felt so stupid. Like looking back at it, I 100% all my attention.
Oh, my chain?
My chain,
dude. Imagine just sprinting. You're racing on the track and you're like, your shoe's untied. What?
Literally.
Oh, no. Oh, you got me.
Pretty much what happened, dude.
Who gives a fuck if your chain's undone? Anyways, you're flying down this hill. You're dumb.
That's like when I think about it. When I think back to it, I just feel extra stupid. Like, damn.
You should have freaking pit maneuvered her.
I have like a little stick that I picked
Oh yeah, my chain,
alley.
really? How about this? There's a freaking stick in your tire.
No, Keisha, she'd have like scars everywhere, and that would be my fault. I already feel bad about her.
Keisha's had a crazy bike accident. I don't think so. I can't remember a crazy bike accident with Keisha. She's probably smart enough to not do dumb shit like us.
Yeah. Did Keisha? I remember when we were pretty young. You and Keisha had rollerblades, right?
I'm sure. Yeah.
I don't
remember rollerblading.
I don't remember Keisha riding too many bikes, but I do like have a vivid memory of her on like rollerblades in the front yard. And there was,
we had rollerblades. Everybody's into rollerblades, but not as much as Irvina's into rollerblades. They grew up in Skateland. We were just freaking skating around on that little bumpy sidewalk.
You're right. I didn't even skate. You guys had skates. I didn't have skates. I remember I got like a scooter, I think.
Oh yeah, dude. The scooter was cooler though.
The scooter was cooler.
Yeah.
And then
until it hit your shins.
Yeah, dude, and I would always try to do that.
The little stoppy where you're spinning it.
Yeah, like that's
jump
the
over
easiest
it.
trick.
Yeah.
Like level 1.
Yeah, that was fun.
But yeah, lots of shit.
Oh my god! And riding the scooter around town, you think would be a good idea, but man, that one leg gets tired.
Yeah, and it's so bumpy on the road.
Yeah, I might as well just be walking.
Yeah,
it's
like,
slowing me down, honestly. Until you go downhill.
Downhill, yeah. I was about to say.
Just
and it's
on
fun.
the rocks.
It's like a lot of control. It's like the in between of a bike and skating, pretty much, because you have the handlebar.
Yeah,
you know,
you
the
mean
handlebar makes it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, skateboarding you would be closer. Yeah, because 2 wheels.
Unless you consider that a really large inline skate.
It's like a ripstick. You know, it only has 2 tires.
Yeah.
Dude, did you ever get good at riding ripsticks? The ripsticks?
I could ride it. I don't know about good. I could ride it though.
You could ride it. I could never ride it.
You never rode it once?
Oh, I rode it, but like maybe like 2 feet, and then I fall.
It takes a second to realize you gotta. It's all in the hips.
Is that really what it is?
Swivel, and you gotta swivel left and right, swivel, and it just like starts wobbling going forward, and the momentum keeps you upright.
Dang, I need to try again, dude, because Jared got really good at it.
I'm so messed up by these allergies right now, guys.
It's all right, no problem.
I just took some allergy medicine. We'll see what it does. I think everyone's screwed by allergies in Idaho, though.
Yeah.
I've talked to people, and they're like, oh my gosh, my allergies are messed. Oh my gosh, at the end of that freaking shoot in Florida, poor lady at the end had a freaking... She had allergies going bad during an interview, and I wanted to be like, want me to get you a napkin? But we didn't stop. And by the time it got bad enough where I was like, I was going to stop the interview and go, hey, I'll get you something so you can blow your nose. Because I felt bad. She was probably a little too intimidated to like stop the interview. Like we're already going. And then we have like fancy cameras and stuff. So she probably intimidated to stop it. But we totally could have. Ugh. And I felt like I was the only one thinking of saying anything because I was like, poor girl. It's going to be bad for the sound too if someone just...
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's what I'm worried about right now.
I know, that's why I feel bad. I'm like, oh god, I just...
Yeah, and then I breathed really bad out of my mouth and my nose gets plugged for sure. Obviously, but I'm not trying to be a mouth breather, you know?
What is it about Idaho? What is the freaking thing? What's the deal here? Why is it... in Florida, I was fine. I got back here and I'm like, all stuffed up.
It's probably like the sagebrush and stuff,
right?
Oh,
sagebrush. Yeah, you're right.
Sagebrush probably gets us pretty bad. And we just have like a lot of just like the dirt fields and stuff. Got all that sage growing.
Yeah, sagebrush sucks.
Did you, speaking of sagebrush, did you ever do the sagebrush days? Like in Scouts or anything? I don't even know if it was for Scouts, but I think the Scouts did it.
Dude, pull your mic up closer. You're so far away from it that I could probably barely hear you on, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, get closer. Look. Pretty well. No, you hear yourself better now. Stay like that there.
Right there.
You can hear the dynamic in your voice now, but back here it's just like really flat.
Yeah. It's
you only get like treble, but as you get closer, you get the better depth in your voice. You can angle it up if you want to point it more, because the way these mics work is at the top, it's like a pickup zone, like a little bubble actually right here.
Kind of like the boom.
So talking here, so if you get out, then you're out of the bubble. So you gotta get closer.
Is it not like the boom?
Because these are like performing mics. This is what singers use. And it blocks out sound when it's further away. So when people are screaming, no one hears anything, and you can just talk and sing into this. They work good for podcast mics though, huh?
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice.
Yeah, you just got to stay kind of close.
I also really love the red, by the way. I feel like it's a good touch to the microphone.
Yeah, I figured it makes it easier to know when it's dirty too.
Yeah, when it starts getting like
oh man, we got to change it. Black ones you probably don't know until it's like fading away, and you're like, oh my god, that should have been changed months ago.
There's colonies living on this thing.
Little germ colonies, but under the microscope.
I just think of like that. What is it? I think it's a Black Mirror episode where they have the little colony in the fridge, the freezer. They open the freezer and there's like a little city in there. I think it's a Black Mirror episode.
Oh, yeah, it's a Black Mirror. And the guy from That 70s Show is in it.
Yeah, and they open it and it's like time works differently in that freezer. So the little people are like advancing at insane rates.
Dude, just follow me. I'm sorry. We got to fix this. I'm going to be picky because when I edit this later, I'm going to know that your audio is so much quieter than mine because we're on one single track. So you got to get your voice louder. So loosen this up, pull it up a little bit. So it's like parallel. So it's like this.
All right.
Point this towards you. There you go. And just bring it a little bit closer and have it pointing straight at your mouth like this. So you can extend it out further if you need to, but point it out, see how mine is. So then it's like talking straight.
I want it like right on my face.
Yeah, like 3 fingers away. It alerts less,
3 fingers.
So I got these nice mics. We should use them to the max capability instead of now we're just turning into a stereo.
Is there any way to like turn the volume down in my head? I feel like
I can turn it down.
I feel like I'm really loud to myself.
Yeah, well, we're both hearing the same exact thing, dude. It's not that fancy. We're into one H4 and this plug-in. So we're in this plug-in, 2 mics coming into here, and it turns into 1 channel. So that's kind of a downfall because then we could, with the mixer board, we can actually adjust individual channels. But this one mixes everything to 1. But that's why I was testing at the beginning on how far I should be to match your volume, because when you did your test you talked like this, but then when we started you'd start talking like this.
I just probably because I was probably sitting
now
all
your
nice.
volume is dropping. Like my volume right here is like at like minus 24 decibels. My volume right here is at like minus 6.
Dang.
And minus 6 is the ideal peaks for average conversation. And I don't want to adjust it now because we're already rolling at the same thing. But so with you talking over here, it's going to be so quiet. And we're going into 1 channel, so everyone's just going to hear you very quiet. So we got to get it closer.
I get it.
All right, cool. Yeah. All right. What
were we talking about?
Memories. Random bull crap. Back in the
days of Buell, Idaho.
How long do you think we've been recording for? I always like to look at this because it blows my mind.
Does it go by pretty quick?
How long do you think it's been?
Like, probably, I think a little more than 30 minutes still.
It's been 29 minutes, 30 minutes about, but
30?
I mean,
it feels
when I hit record on that, when I start the cut, it'll probably be a little sooner. So the time code that you see on Spotify or YouTube is going to be shorter than that number I just said.
Oh, 'cause it's going to be edited and polished all nicely.
Not polished, because I'm not going to edit it. The only time I'm
gonna some fancy colors, nothing.
What
if we want like exploding cats right here?
Wow!
The next level.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna. So this is for my friends. If you're listening and you're gonna be on this podcast next.
Yeah, he's gonna find you.
I don't want to edit. I don't want to cut anything unless you tell me before I cut it. Because once I post, I do not want to like re-deal with that shit. I might even just delete the files, throw it out there. And let the Spotify and YouTube be my cloud. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you always have it on there.
I don't care about going back to the full footage of these clips. So it's just going to be fun to just throw these out there and throwing out those archive ones I was telling you about that we used to record.
Yeah, and that definitely, obviously, as we do it more often, it's going to get better and better. That's what I'm excited for.
It'll probably be better, as in I can probably talk better because I feel like right now, like yesterday in Irvina's, when we did the... Is that possible?
Yeah.
Fart or just moan?
He was just moaning.
Oh, with my headphones covering my ears, it made me see, I can only register those low bass rumbles, and I wasn't sure. I guess a dog wouldn't have low bass rumbles because you can't have the flap.
Yeah, he doesn't have the cheeks.
The flap is like it's like the freaking
amplifier.
No, what are they called? The
like what? Like
the subwoofers.
Subwoofer.
Yeah,
it's like
subwoofer.
The vibrations of your cheeks just make it that much
without
more.
The cheeks, it's just treble.
Maybe some air.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I wonder how many people see us as they drive by and we're talking. That's how Son Arena. I'm like, this is gonna be cool because one day we're gonna have fans out here with signs.
Jason,
I hate people.
We love you.
Just outside our apartment building, right?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Signs in the back, just looking up.
And if any of my friends want to come and hold signs out there for like an hour while we talk, I'll let you know when we record next. You come over here, bring some lawn chairs. I'll throw some beers.
Yeah. This window right here is perfect.
Yeah, and you just chill back there. You're like the background show.
Yeah, and they could maybe do some skits every once in a while.
Just back there fighting and drinking and bullshitting.
We'll have like
we have another mic out there. Like, let's
just switch to it.
All right, let's tune into what's going on outside.
They're just throwing down out there.
You ever think about fucking an ostrich? Oh my god, that'd be if we had fucking the Buell boys on.
Yeah, honestly.
Hillbillies.
Oh man, I can't wait for Nestor to get back. He said he's gonna come back this summer sometime. Probably towards the end. I think it was like July. He was talking about it. I'm excited for him to come down.
Mm-hmm.
I miss that guy.
When's the last time he's been down?
I don't know. It's been a while. For sure, probably a year and some change. Maybe it was about like this time last year that he came. when we went. I don't know.
Has he been home since he's been out? I don't remember. I don't think so. Maybe if he did, we didn't see him.
Yeah, maybe we were gone. I don't recall.
Since he's been in, not out.
Yeah, he's not in prison, man. He's well,
been out. I think of Marine Corps. Like when you get out, since you've been out.
Is that what they say?
Since your enlistment's ended.
Yeah. Oh, cause and
I guess that's a prison thing too.
That's what I think. That's what I thought of. I was like, he's out. He's out of there. He's out of the system. But with the Marines, they have like the reserve. Like in the Army, do they have to do the reserves as well? With the reserves?
I think everybody has to.
It's just like a normal thing.
I think.
Yeah.
I believe so. The inactive reserves. An inactive reserve period for when you get out. 4 years active duty. Then you have 4 years inactive duty where they can recall you.
Mm-hmm. That's if they're like, we're going to war.
That's if they're like, oh, we're struggling. We are struggling. We need you back. Then it's probably a bad sign if you're getting recalled.
Yeah, like it's about to go down probably. But they don't normally have a hard time getting people, do they?
I mean, are we going to think about Vietnam or what?
It's not like that.
What references are we dealing with? Yeah. I guess modern day with...
Yeah.
I wonder how it's going to change now. I mean, after 9/11, everyone was down to sign up. Patriotism through the roof. Right now...
It's pretty low.
Patriotism is a bit low. And if you're patriotic, people think you're racist.
Yeah. That's why I love Nestor. He's so patriotic. I'm just like, man, I love being around that guy. I feel like an American.
Yeah, there's some people who are just... Their patriotism definitely makes you feel like fucking pumped up to be an American.
Yeah. Yeah, and
a lot of freaking farm boys in the Marine Corps that are like, "Why'd you sign?" I literally would go around and ask people, "Hey, why'd you sign up? Like, what'd you end up signing up for?" "Oh, I wanted to go to school." That's like my excuse. I wanted to go to school. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm gonna just go sign up. Also, I want to be a badass. Oh, I wanted to be a Marine. And then there's some of those inspiring fuckers. I wanted to serve my country. I love my country. Like they're like hardcore, really? And you're like, damn, dude, you're here for like good reasons.
Like that's their main reason of coming. They're like, I just want to freaking.
I'm glad we got guys like that because, when shit goes down,
they're the ones who are gonna. They're gonna be number one for sure.
I'm gonna look towards those fuckers more than I'm gonna look towards my Portland State colleagues.
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, you guys down?
Like, we're gonna lose for sure.
Yeah,
those guys. I'm like, oh, he's gonna give them hell. He's gonna give them hell. He's like, he ain't letting this fucking country go down. And I live here, so thank God.
Seeing him would definitely help me get motivated too. That's how I feel, even with like little things with Nestor, because he's always 4th of July. That's like when I think of a holiday with Nestor, I always think of the 4th of July, freaking lighting fireworks and just having a good time.
Hell yeah.
The last like 3 4th of July's, dude, I've been with Nestor, or not like last 3, obviously. It's been longer than that.
Okay.
But the last 3 most memorable 4th of July's for me.
I think you were with me last time. No,
yeah.
That one got kicked out.
You gotta step it up a little bit.
What'd you do last 4th of July? I can't remember.
Last 4th of July, I think we went to one of Dad's friends, like a barbecue. They had a barbecue and they lit fireworks off at their house.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It was like some of his church friends.
Did you go to the Casey's too? I think maybe. That seems familiar to me. I don't know.
Maybe, honestly, that stuff mixes together so bad for me. I should start journaling for sure, because I have a horrible recollection.
Yeah, Casey got to bring my helmet back. He's like, first off, I give him my helmet with Bluetooth capabilities, and I was like, if it fits and it works, keep it, dude. If it doesn't, bring it back. Don't sell it. Bring it back to me. And the first couple times, oh, this shit feels great. Mm-hmm. Next time, I had to lift the visor. I can't put it down because it's like it squeezes too much like that. But other than that, as long as the visor's up, it fits great. Last time I see him, he comes by. He has this other helmet. I'm like, where's the helmet I gave you? He's like, it was hurting my head.
Really? He started hurting his head?
Dude tried to pretend like he was extra large. It's fucking triple X.
He's like, oh,
triple X is fucking Vin Diesel over there, dude.
He like put it on. He's like, Dad, this hurts. You're like, how do you like it? And he's like,
it's squeezing my cranium, but it might be all right. I mean, that means less bounce, less concussion, right?
Yeah, it's a little closer.
Take too long. He wanted to fight for that Bluetooth. That Bluetooth is nice, dude.
Yeah.
Being on a bike, though, if you don't have like good wireless headphones, well, I would even use wired headphones back in my day. But now with the AirPods, like it's so easy. I bet.
Yeah. Honestly,
Bluetooth. Then you can make calls. People calling. Hey, what's up? Hey, what you doing? Oh, I'm on the fucking road with my motorcycle right now. I'm talking to you. It's fucking awesome.
That's cool. Did back in your day with your wired headphones, was it pretty loud when like you would call people? I imagine it just like lots of wind.
No, because it has a special mic like this one. How it's like
this cover.
You can't hear anything. But when you get closer, there's sensitive spots.
Yeah, like just even talking over here is like worse than being right here.
And it has these like special I don't know, maybe cardioid. Fuck if I know, dude. All the terminology. You'd think I'd know by this point, but I don't. You know what I mean? I stick with lavs and shotguns.
Yeah.
That's mainly my world. So these mics are new for me. Yeah, Daniel let me borrow that mic, and I bought this mic.
These things are pretty nice.
Very nice. And it's like, they're good enough for performers. I feel like it's the same thing, you know?
Yeah, I feel like
now I can wait off before buying another mic, too, because I can just use Daniel's. Oh, excuse me. And then when he wants his back, then I'll just, by that time, I can just buy another one.
You're right.
I was going to originally do this with everyone just wearing lavs and shotguns pointing because, I mean...
Yeah,
you'll get decent audio, but this one's better.
This one feels good,
it's built for this.
Yeah, and I feel like the atmosphere of like having the mic right here is better.
Yeah, it's great to have it like this. And I was thinking, that's what I was talking with Irv about the headphones, hearing your own voice and like talking like this, you know? Mm-hmm. It feels like more like legit a show.
Yeah, it's different. Yourself. It's different. I haven't done this before.
You're more focused. Like you feel like you're like intentional. You have a more intentional converse talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus if we were like this, I feel like there'd be, like try it. Take your headphone off.
We're just talking like, oh yeah.
I feel like there'd be like way more dead time. Because we wouldn't be like aware. Or we probably talk over each other a lot more.
It kind of blocks out a lot of the noise too.
Yeah, this is like now it's like we're in this world.
Yeah,
it's
like
just this.
If we're not talking,
even if shit's going on outside, it's like this feels we're like canceling out the outside.
Because you can't hear anything if it's silent. We're just like,
yeah, you get more focus.
There's no background noise.
More focus on the task at hand.
Makes you want to get back to.
Oh, how long have we been at this task at hand? Take a guess again.
39 minutes.
Wait, what's this say? Hold. No, you saw.
Is it really 39 minutes? Dude, I'm just getting lucky as hell right now.
Very good.
My mind is just thinking like
39 minutes. All right, today me and Isaiah went to hot yoga. Afterwards, we were dead. We went and got some food, and we ended up eating Panda. And we got some drinks at the Walmart gas station. We'd both chose an energy drink to boost us up. My choice was Ghost today.
And my choice over here on the other side was a classic Monster. Back in the good old days, we drank a lot of these.
Although you have never drank that one.
Yeah, this is peach keen.
He was feeling experimental. He wanted to go back to the white one, but I was like, dude, peach is good. Just stick with it. How do you like it?
It's good. It's good.
Peach, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, or 0 calories?
Just 0 sugar, it says, I think. Let's see. Calories. Low calories. Still got a little bit.
And then Ghost, they got 5 calories. But this one, I feel like they got good flavor. Strong flavor.
What flavor is that one?
Citrus.
You're
battling allergies over there too, huh? We're both sitting over here taking turns fucking blowing our sinus pressure out.
Dude, yeah. I have really bad allergies all the time. Actually, I should have taken one of your pills before we got on.
Yeah, I'm surprised I'm not drowsy. I guess I got a lot of crazy concoction going on right now.
That's a good advertisement for Ghost. I took some Benadryl and the Ghost kept me going.
Benadryl versus Ghost. Ghost will kick Benadryl's ass every time. I've squared him up multiple times. Just like 100% KO rate. Benadryl won't be a factor.
It's like just taking like, you can get up to 3 and you're still feeling great.
Oh, we should have made some coffee. Oh man, we could just sit here and sip some coffee.
Hey, we did take some Alpha Brain though.
Yeah, we did take some old expired Alpha Brain, so maybe that also got us wired.
Yeah, I didn't think about it too much, but
maybe
I feel cognitive for sure. I feel like I'm thinking pretty well.
Yeah, maybe that sentence might have made you sound dumb.
I was trying to choose some big words for that one.
Yeah, do you want to make some coffee?
Yeah, are you feeling some coffee? I think we should definitely drink some coffee before we go to the movies.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go watch
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah,
it's gonna be dope.
Have you seen the second one? Do we need to watch like a video for it?
Yeah, we'll watch everything you need to know before.
Yeah,
on YouTube. So we got to prepare. Let's get there decent time. Yeah, I'm sick of getting there because the movies now with the assigned seating and it's getting popular. Remember? Oh my god, dude, you knew.
Dude, the Mario one.
No, you knew. Remember us driving back in the early COVID days, and I was like, movie theaters are fucked.
Yeah,
they're dead. They're gonna die, dude. This might be the last time we fucking are at theaters because it's over.
Do you remember?
I thought that.
We had a lot of conversations
because I thought people wanted to stream more. It seemed like I was against getting the stream movies. I was like, no, put it in theaters. I want the fucking movie theater.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it's an experience. The whole point of the movie theater, the movie theaters back in the day used to be long, all day, extravagant like experiences where they played things like marathon style.
Whoa, really?
People would go and they would drink and eat and stuff in the theaters. Like it was like early days of the film. It was like an event. like a big event.
We're going to the theater this weekend.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Wow.
And they didn't have that tech, and it was like expensive to go, so people would like want to, you know.
When you say back in the day,
like I'm gonna say like 30s, 40s.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I think the story with popcorn is really cheap, and it was like post-depression, and people start getting into eating popcorn at the theaters.
It's kind of like nuts and bars, where they have, or like a lot of bars have like the peanuts.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna lift this. I think if I lifted a hair,
might be better.
And I point it down, I'll have less pops because I'll do my down that way more instead of that way. I'm gonna experiment. So thank you for bearing with me, folks. This is a learning experience.
This is episode 2, right?
This is episode 2 now.
Wow.
I like putting these out, dude. And I'm like, maybe I'll have to listen through the archive ones completely, but maybe I'll listen to it and send it and say, hey, to the people who are in there, hey, if there's anything in here you don't want it on, I'll just take it down.
Like, no.
But I have cool fucking conversations. Maybe I won't even mention my friend's name. Just archive with
because people
anonymous.
Won't know. You're right.
That's probably the best way, dude. And I'll say, dude, that's not fucking my friend. This friend.
Yeah, you have a lot of friends.
And if my friends are like, dude, this might get me in trouble, I'm like, dude, that's not you. Why do you think that's you?
Like, why?
I guess it does kind of sound like you a little bit. That's funny, dude. That's my different friend though.
Yeah, you just be like, I've been traveling. You know, I've made a lot of friends. Like, it would be impossible for anybody to know.
Some fucking asshole cops out there like, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this guy's podcast.
I heard this guy.
Like, dude, no one's watching this. Go find some other problems, dude.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
There's some fucking. Go find that blue meth out there.
Blue meth?
Blue meth, dude. There's some new blue meth on the streets.
It's like a new popular thing?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the purest meth.
Like Walter White, like 98% like meth or what?
Yeah, no, it's just a joke. I think the fucking meth that's out there now is called black tar. No, it's heroin.
Heroin? I was like, whoa.
Heroin. So my cop friends told me anyways, like fucking.
That's what's popular, huh?
But no, I was just bullshitting you with the blue meth. That's obviously Walter White's shit.
Okay, yeah. I was like, wow. It sounds a little familiar.
I bet you, dude, people were totally dropping blue dye into their meth probably after that show.
Dude, yeah, it probably got popular. Like
hey, this is just like us that we use the same thing.
Dude, especially like a freaking big old show like that using it. They're like, man, that must be good stuff.
Dude, this is how you know that guy's a chemist who makes our meth because it's blue.
He understands chemistry. I love that other chemist is also that weird guy. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, he just died.
Did he just die?
Oh, yeah, you didn't watch. I was me and Ravina watching last night. Yeah, he just got a bullet to the face.
Well, congratulations for ruining this for me.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen that far yet.
What the fuck? What's your problem, dude?
I've started it and just like, I don't know, I didn't do it. But I keep starting it again. I need to just find a little nice recap spot. Because my problem is...
You remember everything, but maybe you don't remember everything. Because I didn't.
And that's how I feel. So every time that I'll start it, watch up to like pretty far.
Every episode's great.
And then...
Every episode's great. So it's like, why even skip it?
Yeah. And then like if I take a big break, I'm like, oh, but I kind of want to understand the story again. Maybe I missed something. And then I'll start like pretty early, episode 1 maybe again. Because it's good. Like they're nice episodes. So I don't mind watching them like once again. So I feel like I can start again. And then I'll get to another spot. And then I'll take a break. Yeah. And then watch the same thing again. Yeah. And it's just an endless cycle.
Yeah, you're just not into it. Probably just not
There's probably like a little part where it just gets boring for me, huh?
I don't know. Maybe you're just not. It's too much drama, too much talking, maybe. But there's there's spurts of action, like, you know.
Yeah. A lot of stuff happens in that show.
Yeah.
It gets even crazy for later on, huh?
Yeah. We're in the Gus war now.
Oh, Gus Fringe.
You don't even know much about that shit.
No, but he's very popular on the internet.
Yeah, Gail. Memes so everywhere. I'll tell you now about Gail, since I ruined it for you. So that's the next chemist guy, right?
Yeah.
And Jesse Pinkman's out of the equation. They want Jesse dead. But Walt's like, hey, he's out of here. He's out of states away. He's like, he's out of the picture. I had to just do him a favor. And so Gus wants Walt dead because he betrayed Gus by saving Jesse's life.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And so he assigns him a new assistant, and that assistant is to learn Walt's shit as fast as he can.
Shiz.
He tells Gail, the new assistant, eventually, how long until you can figure this out? Walt's got cancer. I'm worried if he dies. I got to run a business. Mm-hmm. So can you take over? And he's like, I'll try. Maybe it's 6 more sessions. And Gus is like,
6
and he's
more
like,
sessions?
1 or 2 more sessions. And then Gus is like, and he's like, I just need 1 more session. He's like, okay, I'm glad.
Really?
And they walk away. And then before that last session kind of happens and stuff, and he takes all the notes, he figures it out. before Walt's planning on going to kill Gale so that he can stay alive because he realizes what's happening.
Yeah.
He knows.
Because if he can do it, then there's no need to keep freaking Walter out. He might die any second.
Yeah, and Jesse Pinkman is his secret weapon that Gus doesn't know about that's out in town. And they secretly meet, and he says, track Gale, and I have to know his address so I can go kill him. Mm-hmm. So Walt sneaks out one night. Jesse gets the address. Gus doesn't know any of this is happening. And Walt goes out, and he's like, I'm going to go kill him right now. And right when he's about to go kill him, Gus's guy comes, picks him up, and they take him to the factory to go kill Walt. And
what?
And they're about to kill Walt, and he's like, shit. And he ends up he smooth talks his way into calling Jesse, acting like, oh, I'm going to give you guys Jesse. He's in town. Uh-huh. I'm going to pretend we're going to meet. And he's like, calls him, Jesse, did you do it? Walt, no, I couldn't. You're going to have to. And he's like, what? And he's like, they have me tied up at this place. They have me at this place. They're going to kill me. You need to do it now. You got about a 20-minute lead. And they just fucking take the phone. What the fuck are you doing? Mm-hmm. And then Jesse floors it to Gale's house. And he's like, what the fuck? No, fuck. Because he doesn't want to do it. You know? There's that scene where Jesse doesn't even want to kill a bug.
Yeah, literally.
And the guy comes and steps on it. And he's like, oh. Jesse's like a sweetie. That's the great part about it.
Yeah.
And then he knocks on the door. They're trying to call Gale. It's vibrating, but music is playing. Mm-hmm. Opens the door, and Jesse's in there, pointing a gun at him, crying, like shaking. The way it ends is
kills him.
They pan down into looking straight down the barrel as Gale's blubbering like a baby. Uh-huh. Pull focus from Jesse to the tip of the barrel. Boom! Black screen.
Really? Credits. End of the episode.
And that's the end of the season.
Season 2? Dang, that's the season finale.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I need to watch it. I need to finish. I need to just get to those episodes.
Damn, dude, Jesse just put a bullet straight in his face.
That's heavy for him.
Poor guy. And it seems like it fucks him up. That's what I like about the show. Shows where characters get like fucked up by things, like traumatically, they're so great.
Yeah, just like something something about the way it actually affects them. Mm-hmm. And traumatic things just seem to be a really good
because it's like natural. Like you get someone like that and you make him do such horrendous things. I mean, people when they were killing like when Jews would kill when Nazis would kill Jews.
Yeah, Nazis
in the book The Ordinary Men, which is about how ordinary men ended up doing these atrocious things, like truck drivers, like you call florists, like these people who are just normal everyday people now have a rifle pointing at the back of a fucking child's head, pulling the trigger, blowing. You know?
Yeah.
How do you get someone to get to that point? And shit, where was the beginning of my point with this?
You were talking about how things fuck people up, pretty much.
Oh yeah, those people would puke, dude. They would throw up after doing that stuff. They would really. It would make them like sick, like their body, like it's crazy, huh? Like your mental, it's like it's wrong so bad that it makes you sick. Like it makes people literally sick. Pretty crazy.
But they'd still do it, huh?
Yeah, and how did we get onto that from Breaking Bad?
Yeah, we were talking about Jesse.
Characters that get fucked up.
Yeah.
By that shit, because that's legit. But then there's characters that are like John Wick, that are like they've done it so much and they're such a professional at it that they like become numb to it. It's like honestly, like you get used to anything kind of concept. So doing wrong things constantly, like when people it becomes a normal part of your life.
Ooh,
and you become this cold-blooded killer.
So pretty much it's just time, huh?
Repetitions in the craft of evil.
Gotta get your 10,000 hours in.
Yeah, 10,000 hours. Hey, dude, that's why I like this book, The Watchers. By Dean Koontz.
What's it about?
It's about the laboratory dog and the
laboratory dogs.
This kind of dogs. There's
like they're getting tested on, or what's going on?
Yeah, it's like this guy runs into this super intelligent dog, and it's like a product of like genetic experimentation in the lab that escaped. And then there's like this also, but it's like a normal ass dog, but it's smart and it can like try to communicate with them, but like. And it has like an alter ego version. It's like an evil ass version of it.
No.
And it's like a mix of like a fucking baboon and shit, all this stuff. And it's like trying to hunt down the good dog and kill it. That's kind of the premise of the story.
Wow, I did not expect that twist.
But the bad guy in there. Sorry, I keep losing my trail of thought. The bad guy in that one. That's why I liked it, because there's a bad guy who's like a Russian like or mafia hitman kind of guy in there, and he's a freak. And there's one where part of this is fucked up, and that's why I'm saying this. Like a really dark character, you're like, damn, that's evil. So this guy goes and he murders this fucking family to get to this doctor and kill him because it's like the people involved with the project, and it's like the Russians sending a message to the U.S. about that they know that they're doing this shit because they kill like the lab people.
Oh, really? The scientists?
Yeah, it's a cool story, but he goes in to get this doctor and his family's there, and he ends up fucking killing the wife. Goes into the room and or he kills goes into the room with the kid and fucking shoots the kid and kisses him on the lips.
What the hell?
And you're like, this guy is a fucking...
He's crazy.
He's evil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This guy is evil. And he's like, thank you. Because he feels like he draws like energy from killing people.
What? Oh, that's evil.
And,
that's
and killing like pure energy makes him feel like he feels like he'll go invincible if he harnesses enough souls. Like he's getting their life energy. And he feels like if he kills like a pure, like his biggest desire is to kill like a pregnant woman.
Really?
It's like getting an early fetus like that. You feel like he'll get so much energy from it.
It's just pure.
But it's like, how much of it, the part of the story is how much, is it real? Or is it all in this fucker psycho's head? And it's like, because he lives like he lives also like he thinks he has extra life force.
Really? He's doing like some extra.
He'll do some crazy shit to kill people. And you're like, this guy doesn't give a fuck. He thinks he's invincible or near.
Dang.
He ends up telling a mafia boss that. And they laugh at him. They're like, they think he's a fucking joke, and it gives his internal dialogue, and he's like, these motherfuckers, I'll never bring it up again. Like, they don't understand. Clearly, they don't have it, what I have. Like, and then it makes you wonder, is he legit?
He's probably just crazy. He's just thinking about it. He's like, oh,
and then he figures out that what he's doing for these lab things, he starts putting the picture together, and he finds out that he eventually puts the puzzle together. It's a dog, and he has to hunt that dog, too. Because if he gets that dog, he can make a deal and make money.
Oh, really? So that dog is his ultimate.
So he wants to get the dog. The fucking evil dog wants to get the dog. And then this fucking suicidal fucking former special forces motherfucker hiking out in the woods gets this dog. And he's like depressed as fuck. He has like a curse. Everyone in his life dies.
Hey, that's good for when people are trying to kill you, I guess. They get close, they die.
That's good for when all the people you love die around you, I guess. Yeah, that's great.
When they're already dead, with like these guys hunting him,
Yeah, well, that's a bad sign. It's meaning you're going to lose probably. Like, why even try fighting if everyone that you love keeps dying? You're the unit you're with while you're in the military, your family growing up, car wrecks and shit,
Yeah, okay, yeah. I was thinking of a more optimistic version
of it. It's like, hey, at least one positive out of this mission that we're going to go on. At least we all know you guys are all gonna die.
Yeah, maybe he felt.
Let's go.
I was thinking like he felt invincible too. Like, oh man, everyone around me dies.
No, he wants to die. That's like
he doesn't like
he
life.
wants to die too because he thinks he's cursing people. He thinks if he gets close to people, they'll die.
Yeah, and he's probably super lonely. But then
comes in love interest. Love interest. This is pretty much a book review for fucking watchers at this point. The love interest, the dog hooks him up with a girl that is like they're a great match.
Oh really? Are they both like a little fucked up? So
they're both fucked up in their own ways. Yep, different ways. She's pretty much a damsel in distress, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a super special forces guy. I got this.
Our feminist friends would probably hate that part of the story.
Like,
she's very damsel in distressy, like beautiful, but like quiet and like scared, like timid person.
Okay. Yeah. And what was this book called? The Watchers?
The Watchers, yeah. It's one of Dean Kootz's prized books, like his bestseller ever. It's an old one. I think it came out in early 2000s maybe. I
have a question about that book. Is the good dog also like a genetic crazy like mix of things as well?
Yeah, he's no. So the bad dog is mixed with like all types of shit and looks like an ugly fucking
like a hellhound.
And it's like that dog is fucking things up too. It's running around loose and killing fuckers, killing all types of shit. And it's like the embodiment of hate almost.
All the bad stuff.
And it hates itself. It always breaks mirrors and shit.
The dog does?
Yeah, it sees itself and hates itself. And then it adds this part of the story of like, is it purely evil?
Probably not if it doesn't like itself.
It's filled with all this rage that was put in it. And it sees how ugly it is and knows it's a monster.
That sounds like a good book, dude. That sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
For books for me, man, I'm still just struggling on Musashi at the moment.
Yeah, Musashi's a big endeavor, dude.
Yeah,
but as soon as you finish, we gotta do one of these where we talk about it,
dude. Yeah,
I love my Musashi.
I get in the slow parts is really hard for me, and then when it picks up, I feel like I can't put the book down. Like that when it starts getting good, it's literally
the good parts. Good. Oh, right. There's slow parts for characters wandering and doing their life.
Yeah, and it's not bad, but it feels
like story
like there's
building,
a lot.
connecting characters, connecting places.
Because there's a lot of characters. Because
it's a big book.
Like I just got done with the Musashi part. Now it's like Now it's like Madahachi right now.
I wonder how far you are. Do you know? I'm gonna grab my book real quick.
All right. I think I'm like 130 pages in. Not too far still. I've been slacking on it pretty recently.
130?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very not far. So this is my favorite book. Musashi is Yoshikawa. Miyamoto Musashi wrote the Book of Five Rings. Very, very popular martial arts book. And he's the real world famous samurai, most famous samurai of history from the 1600s who was undefeated in duel. And I think he had 60 bouts or some shit.
Yeah, I think it's 61.
And this is, look at these tabs. Look how much these tabs I have. Look at this print. This is 1,000-page book, and look at the size of this print. If you can see. It's a big book. Yeah. Let me pull up a quote. What are these? Give me color. Choose a color.
All right, let's go. I'm kind of digging the yellow one. Give me a yellow one.
Yellow. All right. I'm going to just go right in the middle. Yellow. This is further than where you are, but I highlighted it, so maybe it's good. Let's see what it's got. At times like this, the world which we had once thought so full of stupid people seemed frighteningly large. But then life, Musashi would tell himself, is not a matter of logic. The sword is not logic. What was important was not to talk or speculation, but action. There may be other people much greater than he right now, but he, too, could be great. When self-doubt threatened to overwhelm him, it was Musashi's habit to make straight for the mountains, and in whose seclusion he could live to himself. Then I highlighted a separate section just a little bit further. It says, inside he would be burning with confidence, verging on arrogance, and bursting with eagerness to take on a worthy adversary. And it was this search for a test of mettle that always brought him down from the mountains. Fuck yeah, what a beast, dude.
Yeah, oh, different.
Dude, whenever you fucking need I love that aspect. I feel like it really works. Camping is such a reset, I feel like, for sure.
I love camping, dude.
And also just living in a shitty situation, just putting yourself in the raw, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like when I was living in my van. It's you realize how minimal you need. I was living in that shitty Chevy Astro, no bathroom, nothing, just waking up in the morning, going to the gym, showering, going to my classes, going to the library to study, and then go back to my van to sleep, and then repeat.
And you would always run into some freaking hobos outside. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were referring to your van as a prison the other day. You're like, my own little prison.
Yeah, when we opened the door and I haven't been seen, I'm like, oh, dude, just it felt like we just opened the fucking door to the prison cell.
Get in.
Get in. This fucking 3x6 or whatever space, whatever the hell it is.
Ooh, dude, that bed design is solid though. That's so smart.
I loved it. I loved that space actually. It was my home space. But the thing I love about that, Musashi going out into the wild, dude, and then training, nothing but training out there, focusing on growing stronger, battling nature, literally sitting under fucking heavy ass waterfalls until he couldn't, just fighting against nature. Nature would always win, but he would test himself with it.
Really, to see how long I could stay in this waterfall.
Just sit there and fucking get pounded. I'm like, damn, dude, it's cool. So cool. But then he'd come out just because he had such a craving to find a worthy adversary. Let's see who can keep up with me.
He's probably just testing himself. He's like, I'm ready. I'm good. Let's go find someone.
That's the best thing about a warrior is those fucking Khamzat and I would say the Khabib and John Jones too. Just remember John Jones when he posted with Tyson Fury just recently and he's wants to box and he just sits there smiling. It's the person that McGregor, the people who are relentless and they'll literally just take it to wherever I love that thing where we watched it the other day with McGregor saying, I fear no man. If you breathe air, what does he say? If you breathe air, then there's a fighting chance or something.
He's in the ring. If you
he said if you breathe air, it's fair game. If you breathe air, it's fair game. I fear no man. And you're dude, I believe you.
And he's that's a powerful moment. He's in the crowd, there's people everywhere, and he feels looking at his face when I watched it for the first time. It feels different when you're looking into his eyes.
It's kind of how we talk about exploring, me, I like to read the Bhagavad Gita and all these things, and I like to be thinking about existence and religious perspectives a lot. I read all these different religious texts and contemplate those things, and I really like it when we talk about it, saying how it's being willing to be open to test your ideas against things, to just don't attach yourself to one, but to keep constantly looking at the next and new ones and comparing, because then you'll be left with the best one. you know?
Yeah. Because
it's like just throwing them all through a little 1v1 tournament and say, what do you feel like? Or even seeing patterns and stuff, I guess, when it comes to religious stuff. But I mean, the mental aspect of like, you should not be afraid of talking about things that you think are fact, because in the end,
it's a fact.
Well, not even fact, I guess even a good argument. It's like that one's going to win in the end. But then it's like going into physical, it's the same thing. It's like they want to believe that they're the best. They believe that they're the best, and they want to find out for sure. They're not just saying it because they want to say it. They are willing to put anybody come in front of me. Let's see.
Yeah, they're willing to test it.
I want a worthy adversary.
You're right, dude, because the only way to really, especially freaking as a samurai, only way to be sure that you're the best is if you're like literally fighting other samurais.
Yeah, but at that point, it's like, what if you could have been better? When's your peak? Does everyone fight each other at their peak? Because what if you kill someone and they're not at their peak yet, and you are?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because
their peak could have been higher.
Because that quote you just read is still pretty early into the book. It looked like.
Yeah, 200.
Yeah, and there's a lot more duels he has to go through.
Let's look at green. Let's check a green quote out. Okay. Sinus pressure.
What is do you remember what green represents?
I'm not sure. We're about to find out.
Like, yeah.
He answered his own question. It's not just my body. I'm cold inside. Not disciplined properly. That's what it is. I still long to cling to warm flesh like a baby, and I give in too quickly to sentimentality because I'm alone. I feel sorry for myself and envy people who have nice, warm houses. At heart, I'm base and mean. Why can't I be thankful for independence and freedom to go where I choose? Why can't I hold on to my ideals and my pride? A wanderer with no ideal, no sense of gratitude for his independence, is more than a beggar. The difference between a beggar and the great wandering priest Saigyo lies inside the heart.
Wow, that was pretty deep. That was very deep.
That's so true. It's funny. It boils down to why they're wandering. Someone who's just living on the street versus someone who's living on the street with intention.
Yeah, because if you're just like floating around, you're not really doing anything at all.
You're just someone who gave up and you have no intentions and you're just going to lay here. But people who are seeking truth, seeking adventure, seeking discovery, they're out there not because they don't have options, but because they have intended on this path.
Yeah, they're striving for something. It's not just... It's literally like you're either working for something or you're just kind of coasting along doing nothing. Pretty much. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Dang. That's a great quote.
Yeah, and those are just random ones. I'm just choosing random ones out of this, but I just would highlight things like that when I heard that. Yeah. I'm like, God damn, dude, that fucking sat with me. So I just go grab my little thing, highlight it, throw a sticker, and now I got this great collection of quotes.
That's awesome. Looking at your book makes me want to freaking read my book.
You marking it up?
Haven't marked anything yet. I have the markers though, but I just have a hard time like stopping and thinking like, oh, like how did that really make me feel? You know, put a mark.
Well, I don't do it. I mean, this is a fucking 1,000-page book. How many things are on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Probably like less than 25 out of 1,000 pages.
Yeah. So
that's pretty elite. It's only when you feel it, dude. When you read something and you're like, damn, that one. Let me get something. I want to remember that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess at the same time, I'm almost like, oh, like I just want to hold the book to like such a high standard. Like, oh man, there should be like super great stuff all the time, you know?
I think I look at things information I like to look back at, and then also like very great quotes. Like, wow, that was a great deep quote.
Like the ones you just read, yeah.
Like, just make great quotes. Irvina, she likes to highlight the things that are like moments in the story that made her feel something. And so she puts it there, and it's like a whole page pretty much, like this moment in the story.
Like what's happening right now is
it made her feel something, so she puts it there. She wants to like reflect back on that moment in the story rather than a specific saying.
Yeah, okay. Just kind of whatever you're feeling, honestly.
I guess for this one, it just got such great quotes. So I'm like, God damn, dude. I mean,
yeah.
And plus, I'm sure I did that for it too. But did I highlight the very ending? Nope, I didn't. My last highlight is on page 926.
Don't read it.
Oh, no, I can read it.
You can read it?
Yeah, it's not going to get rid of... This is some David Goggins shit, dude. All right. David Goggins shit. I mean, you know the story of Musashi already.
Yeah.
What a spoiler... Let me tell you, dude.
For the audience,
he's undefeated. Let me tell you, dude. He's not going to lose.
He doesn't lose in the end, yeah.
His history, this is historical fiction. His character in history is undefeated. So
yeah,
not much spoiler going on right now. All right, but it feels like he might get defeated sometimes. We're like, how the fuck? But it's actually got this twist where it's like he's not overpowered, motherfucker.
He's like
he has the help of people or gets into shitty situations and just pushes through. Mm-hmm. Those are kind of how he goes. It's not just like this perfect, and that segues perfectly into this quote. I wouldn't call Musashi ordinary, but he is. Sorry, I guess Irvina's right, dude. I am a bad reader. Out loud, dude, I'm like that kid, like the duck swam in the lake.
I'm so bad reading out loud. I get embarrassed.
In my head, dude,
was a feared day for me.
In my head, I'm like on advanced AR reading level, though. In my head. Out loud, I'm like on 4th grade. All right. I wouldn't call Musashi ordinary, but he is. That's what's extraordinary about him. He's not content with relying on whatever natural gifts he may have. Knowing he's ordinary, he's always trying to improve himself. No one appreciates the agonizing effort he's had to make. Now that his years of training have yielded such spectacular results, everybody's talking about his God-given talent. That's how men who don't try very hard comfort themselves.
But they're just better than me.
And that's what David Goggins always says, that people want to say I'm crazy. People want to say I'm a freak. They just say that so they don't have to hold themselves to my standard, because they're, it's their excuse to be like, oh, I can never do what he does because he's special.
Yeah, he's special. Like, he was born. He can just
I'm not special like him, so I can't do it.
Yeah, it's a very popular.
But there is special people. And I had to accept that, because for me, obviously, I learned musical stuff faster than you.
Oh, yeah, you're great at it.
And I was going to be like, no, quit saying I'm just, like, I work hard. I have to, like, practice for, like, a whole day to get a song.
But, dude, also at the same time, do you think maybe because you practiced way before I even tried anything?
Yeah, true. The repetitions of practice, because actually you are getting it.
Yeah, because I'm getting better now. Yeah, for sure. But you probably just started learning because you learned earlier. You already had, like, maybe you already built, like, the foundation. Yeah, like, your base is good.
Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder, but there's musical perfect pitch prodigies out there.
Yeah, even, like, when I think of, like, perfect pitch as well. Well, I don't know why I thought of this, but it popped in my head. Is like people with, like, perfect palates that can, like, taste food differently or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, those guys are pretty special too.
Yeah, that's gotta suck, dude. You taste every ingredient.
Imagine you just, like, things are probably so strong, like a freaking mint.
God damn, someone sneezed in this.
I taste some boogers in here.
There's a hair in this soup. I taste it.
Like,
it's at the bottom.
It's a L'Oreal shampoo. I know what it tastes like.
Yeah, they use L'Oreal shampoo, the purple one. Yeah. I remember that flavor.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. You probably, as a kid, you probably eat everything. Trying out new flavors, like, oh, this one's pretty good.
But my tongue is fucked up. I got that scar.
Yeah, that was from the drinking. Yeah, the drinking incident.
So I feel like my palate and my nose, I had that surgery for the, what's it called, deviated septum.
Dang, yeah, you.
Then I go back to just getting punched in the face. Don't even matter, probably. It's like whatever.
It's like just back to normal.
But I haven't got punched in the face that bad before. Well, I guess in the boxing smoker, I got hit pretty hard sometimes.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think in the nose really. I don't remember ever getting like, oh, my eyes. It's just like more just fatigue and exhaustion.
Yeah, and you had a headgear on and everything, so probably was hitting the headgear a lot more too. Hopefully.
Yeah. Do you enjoy our little sparring and boxing days that we do?
Sometimes it's kind of just like, it's almost like a workout as well. And
we treat it like a workout, but then we like to end it working on like feeling our space and timing. You know, working on like one specific thing in a sparring match with a slow pace.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a little hard for me sometimes because I'm like barely learning it, so it's like I feel a little less motivated when when it sucks, like when I'm trying something.
Especially when you just have to go with someone who's been doing it longer. That's the only fucking option you have.
Yeah, but it also, I feel like at the same time I'm probably learning faster as well because like I can do something and you can give me some great hints of like, no, you gotta shift your hips more, square them off, like with the kick, for an example.
Oh yeah, using your hips.
Yeah, like honestly, just thinking
twisting
about
your hips in.
Yeah, because I would try to I would think I was twisting my hips and kicking, but the mental picture of literally like my hips forward and then my hips looking the other direction.
Yeah.
Like just somewhere in between. Yeah, it clicked. I was like, oh, just
those are the best moments, right? Where you can feel it. Yeah. Like you're like, I'm doing better. Like this, I understand what you were trying to get me to get to.
And it's so smooth. Like it just feels better.
Like, so getting your hips into those freaking roundhouse kicks, boom.
Yeah.
Those leg kicks and stuff.
I
you can feel like you don't even have to try as hard and your leg is like, boom, like smacking in.
Yeah.
Because your hip is way over here and your leg is just following. So smacks in. You're like, damn, that was easy.
Mm-hmm.
Being Muay Thai, my coach would always have me do we'd kick the bag with just our hips. Like we just kind of like do a little twist like this, twisting. And we wouldn't set up and like do it like that. We just twist, bam, kick the things, bam,
just
bam.
over and over.
We do a lot of repetitions, like 50 to 100 sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, that probably.
I want to say 100, but then I'm worried that maybe it was 50. It was a lot though. It was a lot where you're like, I'm tired.
Like, oh man.
Oh, this sucks. They're not afraid of working out in that fucking gym at 10th Planet.
Yeah,
they're not afraid of working out. But at juniors jiu-jitsu, at family boxing, dude, they will work out way too hard for me. I was like, dude, I'm so exhausted doing these techniques. I feel like I'm just like, dude, yeah. You have to work for trying to get proper form because you're so tired because the warm-ups were like crazy.
Yeah, the most extreme time where I felt like I just used my body until like too far. I went beyond what I probably should have. Was at family boxing, and we were doing those calf raises. Yeah. For some reason, I went so hard on those things. I didn't stop. I just pushed.
Jason motivated you to the end, dude.
Yeah, I was feeling it, but I was definitely feeling it. By like the last little round of calf raises,
yeah, you were dead.
They were just cramping. Dead. They were cramping, and like I just felt like I could not use them. And those next 3 days, dude, probably like 3.5 days, I was miserable. Like. Literally walking was hard. I would sit there and just Theragun it, and it was so painful. They were just so torn up and just tight.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, I was worried.
Yeah, the Theragun helps, huh?
Yeah.
How was that rollout session?
Dude, that technique of going fast and hard, it works. It definitely works.
My friend Ian, the cross-country runner, showed me how to roll out fucking leg muscles that are fucking you up good.
Yeah, because it felt, I got instant relief when you did that, and then, like, they weren't tight. They weren't as tight. They were, like, not even painful. Honestly that sore either. Yeah, but it was.
You gotta drive in there, build up to it, and then go fast.
Yeah, just thinking about it, that was very painful. That left leg, oh my goodness, I was like just praying that it was over.
Yeah, you stuck through it.
Yeah, it was good because my right leg was feeling better already. I was like, man, I just gotta get through this, and I'll genuinely feel better.
Dude, I'm excited for. Oh my gosh, did you see Family Boxing's new facility on their Instagram yet all or anything?
Oh,
it was not new facility. Sorry, they expanded the interior. They broke down walls, and it's huge now.
I saw them post about it, but I haven't even seen pictures. I didn't even look at the pictures.
It was getting tight in there. It was getting really tight in there before. The weights were like really tight, and it's like they had a lot of fucking people come. They would like have a lot of people, and if they had a class going, it'd be tight in there. Now they're now that wall's down. They have the ring in the middle. All these bags. They're spaced out, dude.
Really?
So much like breathing. I bet you it's way less hot in there now too. With that space.
Yeah, so
I'm sure with the Samaragists, they love the heat. They're probably like, make it hotter. They love the sauna. They're all about that life. I gotta fucking get Jason to go to fucking hot yoga sometime. He'd be into it. Nah, definitely not.
He'd probably like
people probably look at hot yoga as a little bit sissy.
Yeah, I feel like
yoga.
Yeah, yoga definitely seems more sissy.
Can we get our nails done afterwards?
Yeah, get a pedicure, But it's fun. I've been liking it.
It's hard. It's like we didn't even want to go today.
Yeah, and I like suffered today.
It's one of those things where it's like it's you afterwards you feel great.
Yeah, that's what pushed. That's like the biggest motivation, honestly, is like trying to show up because I don't want to go. I don't want to get there. And like she said at the beginning, she's like the hardest part is showing up, and I really feel like it because it's like once you get there, you can kind of get into the mentality. It's like a workout,
Yeah, and I feel myself improving for the first time ever in yoga, and it's like motivating.
That's awesome, dude. I had high hopes today that I was like, dude, maybe after the first session, I would be doing better today. And today was the worst one out of the two for sure. I was struggling. I don't know if it's just because I've been sick and I haven't really been doing much. So maybe I'm like a little extra lazy,
Yeah.
But today I was fighting in there. I was fighting for my life.
Yeah, he had to stop and get into child's pose for like a flow or two.
Yeah, and then
I was like, oh, he's hurting over there. I could see it. I know the feeling. I had to drop in right after you got up. I was like, okay, I'm starting to feel it.
Yeah, I just freaking put my head against the mat, dude, and just
try to get your heart rate down.
Focus on my heart rate going down.
Going like you're sprinting. It's like it feels like you just sprinted as hard as you possibly could.
Yeah, dude, exactly. I was just thinking about it. That was when my arms started going numb too, and I had to like chill out. I was like, oh man, I'm getting to the end right now.
Yeah, but I guess when it comes to a sauna type of workout, yeah, you should stop. But Dan Gable, he always had a dream that if he would go into training practice and push himself so hard that he died, that would be like a crazy accomplishment for him. Dan Gable, amazing, one of the greatest wrestlers in history, undefeated. Well, I just want to say that until he got distracted and got defeated at the very, very end of his reign. But yeah, that guy's a monster. That's why they call it the Gable Grip, dude. He's a fucking...
That's it, huh? Just a freaking Gable Grip?
Yeah, I hope I'm doing this right. Like this. Because then...
Over the thumb?
Like this, you can get your thumb pride. You can get your thumb pride and you lose your grip. Like this. It's almost... Honestly, thinking about it, it's kind of like a rock climber. You know the rock climbing technique where you kind of turn your freaking... shit into like a solid handle.
Yeah, just freaking make
instead of like just gripping and flexing.
Yeah, because that takes a lot of more.
It's like you turn it really solid and then you kind of hang on it, and it's not as like excruciating of fatigue setting in.
Yeah, because what is it? Is your thumb like supporting it? That's what I think.
Maybe, I don't know.
Because like without my thumb, your thumb is just so strong.
Yeah, it does. It feels like it helps, and it's probably like flexing your thumb muscle or something.
Yeah,
making things tight.
It's a lot of fat. That's a lot of muscle right there.
I don't know.
Not fat. I got skinny hands. I promise.
All right, so we've gone. Take a guess.
I don't know. Okay, let's see. We were 39 before. 46. No, it's probably a little longer than that.
I don't know. Hopefully, you didn't fuck up. It says 16 minutes now.
Well, maybe it restarted.
Maybe it's a clip. I don't know. But we'll find out what I have to work with and once we take these cards out.
Heck yeah.
Let's start getting ready for
what time?
going to the movies.
Heck yeah.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gents.
Thank you for having me on, Jason.